And that brings us to swamp games. That's the focus of tonight's angle. Now, as I just said, we've seen this spending charade before, and the D.C. corruptocrats, they usually win. But let's look at the good side tonight. The swamp creatures, they always scatter and scream when they're under a spotlight. May not actually win this time. It may not be able to ram through the usual last-minute bloated Yuletide spenderoo, even after all the messiness of today. But I think the swamp has to have forgotten along the way that Donald Trump and Doge, his crew, could actually read the bill. They were betting on everyone just wanting to rush to the doors for Christmas. But what happened was social media, as Elon Musk noted tonight, social media was used for its best purpose, to reveal the truth to the American people. In this case, the horrors that Chip Roy was talking about within that bill. It was teeming with non-essential junk. We talked about it last night. But of course, the Democrats, when this was all unraveling, they didn't respond by defending the bill itself because it's indefensible. All they could do is find a new villain.
Welcome to the Elon Musk presidency. Clearly what Elon Musk wants, Elon Musk is going to get.
For President Musk to come in at the last moment and blow up the deal is just intolerable.
A non-elected billionaire, Elon Musk, has weighed in now and has put forth a message on Twitter from his phone that it's okay to shut the government down and to disregard the bipartisan deal. The public is not going to tolerate that.
Of course, none of that holds at all. And I'll say this, when you're going after one private citizen, even if it's Musk with all of his money, for exercising his First Amendment rights, you have no argument. And any attempt to pit Musk against Trump is just stupid. It's goofy. The truth is the Democrats have lost control of this narrative and the purse strings. And when you've lost that, you've lost everything. Their old playbook of intimidating Republicans to blow billions on wasteful projects, it hasn't worked, despite their best attempts today.
Republicans are in shambles over in the House. The only way to get things done is through bipartisanship. The only way. Let me repeat. The only way to get things done is through bipartisanship.
Well, those lines of attack, though, are no longer potent. When Americans are kept in the loop on the dirty details of legislation, or what they claim to be the best thing for the American public, we saw it also happen during COVID, what eventually happens, and sometimes now faster than everyone would like, but the American people start ignoring the liberal spin, and then they reject the shakedown. That is awesome. Now, viewers of The Angle were familiar with this con, even from establishment Republicans when they tried to pull it. Remember they went after us at The Angle and Donald Trump after that for targeting that disastrous bipartisan infrastructure bill. It was supported by the likes of Republican Senator from Louisiana, Bill Cassidy, a total disaster. And then remember the horrid Lankford-Schumer immigration bill that we fought against? Well, the establishment, they've always feared the dissemination of the truth. And Trump, they hate him because he's an outspoken leader. He's a truth teller and a truth seeker. Had he not spoken out against the spending bill last night, and Elon Musk and Vance and Vivek not revealed what was in that bill for just regular people who don't have time to focus on this, it would have surely been, I think, charged to the tab of the taxpayer right now. It would already be a done deal. So that in itself is a victory. So this process is ugly. It's very ugly. You heard Chad describing it early on. Spending is not supposed to happen this way. Congress is supposed to pass 12 discrete spending bills. Not this nonsense. But what does this episode show us? Well, it shows us that this is the way they like it, because then there's no transparency. They don't want any transparency. They like it this way. At least most of them do. But it also shows us that from sanctuary cities to Fulton County to more on Fannie Willis I'll talk about later in the show, the frauds who've been running the country and running its institutions, they're on their heels now. And it's all because of Donald Trump. Without Trump at the helm, and he'll be at the helm in just a month or so, they get away with all of this. They get away with Fani Willis is a great patriot. She's doing a great job. The charges against Trump are serious. You know, they get away with the border is secure. They get away with saying that sanctuary cities are just and fair. They get away with saying we have to pass this bill even if we don't know what's in it. They get away with all of that because of no transparency. But Donald Trump says, no, no, no. It's time to save the country. And you save it first with an educated electorate. And that's forceful. That's powerful to do that. That is the way to turn things around. That is a recipe for success. From the border to restoring trust in the courts to restoring the proper legislative process, we got to do it. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, and that's the angle.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.